brings the moon out tonight. Lovers mood, it'll make you feel alright on Breakfast with Bob.
And Poncho Man, everybody! We are brought to you by HOKA, Polar, UCAN, Velofix, Normatec, Active Canyon Bicycles, Form Goggles, and Amp Human. We are at beautiful Huggles on the Rocks for the 10th year in a row, and one of our favorite people on the planet. She is now a mom. Give it up for Michelle Vesterby. How are you doing, Mommy?
Good, Bob. Thank you for having me again this year. It's a pleasure. It's a life goal to be on the show and not even racing, huh?
It's even better.
It is even better, yeah. Way much more relaxed this year.
4th, 6th, and 8th. Obviously, you're always consistent here.
Yeah.
And now that you're a mom, you're anxious to get back here.
Oh, for sure I am. As I said to you earlier when the camera was shut off, that I did meet Andrew Messick and asked him to get a wild card, but it was a no-go.
Yeah, not this time.
No, not this time, Michelle. You have to wait.
How hard has it been coming back from being a mom? And your little boy's name is Marcus.
Yeah.
And your brother Mark, who passed away, was Mark. I'm assuming he's named after your brother.
He's named after Mark, yeah. So now I'm out there, it's easy for me, I can think about Mark as the smiling, happy guy, and now I have Marcus as well, who's just as smiling, as happy as my brother was, despite he died early.
He died very young.
Yeah.
So for coming back from being a mom and racing, you've done 2 Ironmans since being a mom?
Yeah, I'm crazy, am I?
What did you do? Which runs?
Yeah, so I did the race Ironman Copenhagen.
How long after Marcus was born?
3 months.
3 months,
yeah.
Okay.
But, it was a home soil race. So I actually had unfair advantages there because I got carried away with the spectators there. And I was smiling the whole way. And it was just like, great. I didn't know if I could run the marathon, but I actually ended up finishing quite good there. Yeah.
And then a month later, you go to Italy?
Yeah, then I decided why not do another Ironman to see if I could get this early slot for 2020.
Yes.
Yeah, but I didn't.
And now the plan is another Ironman coming up fairly soon?
It's actually funny because when I was running out there in Italy, I talked to a lot of guys, just to keep me going because I was tired. So I was like, if you see me on another start list this year, please send me a Facebook message or on Instagram, tell me not to. But I just signed up for another Ironman, yeah.
Which one?
That's a secret, Bob. No, not for you. Oh, I don't have secret from you. I signed up for Ironman Cozumel.
Okay. Good.
One of my favorite.
We won't tell anybody.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Yeah.
No, I actually also signed up for Western Australia, which is 2 weeks later.
Just to see which one you'll be ready for.
Just because my best friend just moved to Perth.
Yes.
With the 4 kids. So maybe I could do it like a little bit of a holiday. Who don't love doing an Ironman on their holiday,
and for 2 weeks apart.
Yeah,
2
exactly.
full Ironmans.
Yeah. No, I will not do both.
Oh, come on.
No, okay, why not? Yeah. If you say so, talk to my husband about that. I don't know if he agree,
He would like it.
Yeah.
So what is it about this sport? Because you didn't get into this when you were like 15 years old. You got into it later. What is it about this sport that you love?
Oh, I actually been thinking a lot about it during my pregnancy because, people have been like, why don't you relax, calm down, enjoy your pregnancy? And I actually enjoyed training, I really enjoyed keeping myself moving.
Yeah.
And I've been consulting doctors, but the best advice I actually got during my pregnancy was a happy mom is a happy baby. So that's actually really easy to deal with, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I just find the joy in training again, I've been here, this is my 8th year. I've been racing for the last 7. So I also think this new perspective I got has given me a new fire and a new energy and a new motivation to do the sport that I love. I know that this is what I wanted to come back to.
And a lot of times moms come back stronger than ever. I'm sure you've done a little reading on that too.
For sure. I talked a lot to the other girls in the sport, like Kessler, like Rini, like Caroline Steffen is here back in the island. So, yeah, of course, I see they are coming back stronger, but we also so very different because I just talked to Rini and she said, I don't know if it's actually a secret because I said it before now, but she said right now she's starting to feel that her run is coming back. So that's also why I tell the other girl, watch out, Rini is coming tomorrow.
Yeah, she didn't feel like her run has been there until now.
But I feel mine is better already.
Really?
Yeah, I already feel that I'm a new athlete. I'm a changed person in a way. Yeah, it sounds like a cliche, doesn't it?
Because you've always been a happy racer and loving to train.
Yeah.
But being a mom has made it even amplified that.
I just think when I go out and train now, I want to come back as fast as possible, but I don't want to come back with a bad training, because my mood is, all over the place.
Marcus,
yeah, it does. So, again, I go out, I give it a full go, and then I come back, and then I'm 110% mom,
And during the pregnancy, were you sort of experimenting to see what you could do workout-wise and not do too much?
It was new for me to be a mom,
obviously,
right? And to be pregnant, and I gained 20 kilos, which is like 40 something pounds.
Yeah.
So I was big. And I did make these weekly updates telling people how much I trained. I didn't tell them how slow it went. You know?
It doesn't matter.
So I think the most important was just that I changed out my normal training partners with older men that also needed pee breaks on their bike ride and also enjoyed stopping.
I always need pee breaks.
Exactly.
Yes, us old guys. Yes.
So that's
how
all
come
guys.
The whole audience is laughing? It's like, yeah, we get it. We need
old
pee breaks.
guys and pregnant women, right?
Yes.
So that we were a good combination, and so 3-4 hours on the bike with them. That was just like, what else should I do in my pregnancy, right?
So did you went out and rode outdoors on your bike? Well, how far along were you pregnant-wise, right?
Actually, all the way.
Really?
Yeah, I made a bit of changes. My handlebar, I turned them a little bit more up so I could
get your belly in there.
Have my big belly there. I wasn't on the TT bike because
couldn't be. Yeah.
No, that wasn't really comfortable. So I just made some compromises in a way, just to make it fit in. And that's what's great. You can always make things work if you want it.
Right.
So, and I wanted it.
You wanted it.
I wanted it. Yeah. I enjoyed myself.
And so you were keeping track of your training, just not the times.
Exactly. Definitely not the times.
So when you look back at your 7-8 years of racing, what do you look at as your best race?
Definitely 2015. Where I first won Ironman Copenhagen, and then I finished 4th here.
Yeah.
That was crossing that finish line, celebrating like I won the race.
Yeah.
I think I danced way more than Daniela that year. So and people was like, did she just win? No, she was just 4th outside the podium. Maybe she's but I was really, really happy.
Because you knew how special that was, because the women's field is so deep.
Exactly.
To get 4th place here is pretty darn special.
But actually, Bob, when you say it, and I think about it, then the year after I was 6th.
Yes.
And I got a really unfair, if I should say it myself, penalty on the bike. But I was standing there in the penalty box, like so angry, so frustrated out in Vaikaloa.
Yeah.
And I was really riding the race of my life. And I was angry and I yelled, and you don't think that I could do that, but Klaus didn't thought that I would come back. But then this guy in the penalty stand, he said, "Oh, Michelle, I'm such a big fan of you and your motto, keep smiling. Can I have a selfie?" And I was like,
in the penalty box?
Yeah, and this...
You're in the penalty box. This guy wants a selfie.
Yes, and I was so angry. And when he said that, keep smiling, your motto, I was like, okay, I have to smile for this selfie, and of course you can have one. So I smiled, and my mindset changed. So I went out after this 5 minutes, I put my head down, I hammered it all the way to the finish line. I finished 6th, which would probably be my best result. But you don't see the penalty on the start line, and you don't see how frustrating it was for me standing out there. So that's what's great about Ironman and why I love the sport. You have these ups and downs.
Throughout the day.
Yeah, exactly. So that was great. I still have that picture, and it's so fun to pull up sometimes. I'm like, remind yourself.
Did he send you the selfie?
Yeah, I said, you better send me that selfie for sure.
That is funny.
I don't know even, are they allowed to ask for selfies in the penalty tent?
Was this one of the judge guys?
Yeah,
one of the referee guys?
It was.
He's asking for a selfie.
Yeah, it was great.
That's great.
Maybe he was the one giving me the penalty because he wanted
a selfie.
I haven't thought about that.
See?
Oh my God.
That's a lot of power. I like that. That's very cool.
Yeah.
So with your little guy, with Marcus, what's the best part about being a mom?
Oh, the best part is just the energy, the smile he gives me every day. When he wakes up, we're all a little bit grumpy, but not Marcus.
He
wakes up and he's like, my mom. You know,
Let's
that's
go
how I
play.
feel. Yeah, let's go play. Not really yet. He cannot even roll because he's so chubby. So actually the doctor, that was funny, before we got here, we was at this 4 months check, and the doctor actually told me, like, maybe when your kid is saying something, maybe he want to play, not eat. I was like, are you saying my kid are fat and needs more exercises? Do you know who you're talking to, you know? Because Marcus has already been, you know, doing many swims, doing, not many runs, but he's been on the stroller for quite some hours.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Well, he's basically fitting in the shorts for a 1-year-old, right?
Yeah, he does.
And he's
sure.
5 months.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a
he's
big
a big
kid.
boy. He's a big boy.
Taken after dad.
Yeah, exactly. They look like totally like twins. So I tell them both to lose weight and get yourself.
Oh, that's a lot of pressure.
No, I don't.
No.
Kids should be chubby.
Yes.
And actually it's a good statement, because I've been having lots of comments, because now I publish things online, so you know, you get some punches once in a while. People that thought that I should have an abortion, that I should.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but you are online. People think that they can tell you stuff, and
Isn't that hard when, you know, it's like you become a public figure, which is great because there's a lot of people who are inspired by the story of your brother and the story of you never doing this sport and then sort of falling into it and becoming one of the best. But at the same time, every once in a while you get one of those negative texts or whatever, not texts, but Instagram posts. Does that stuff bother you?
sometimes, but I also have learned to have this filter.
Yeah.
That some people you can listen to and some you can't.
Some
you
are
know?
just,
Yeah, exactly. And with Marcus, I'm really happy because I've been breastfeeding full time. And so despite being training, despite I've been doing Ironmans, you know, there is still some good food in these boobs, right? So it's just nice, you know, that to make a statement that, hey, we actually are capable of doing a lot of things as long as we put our mind into it, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
And to get back here next year, how important is that to you?
Oh, that's very, very important. And that's also why I'm here this year. Of course, I'm here because I got an invitation from you. That's the first thing. Then I got one from Talbot. That's the second.
Yeah.
You know. No, it's just great to be on the island, and I'm getting hungry. You know, I'm trying to get all the energy. When I get out of the plane, landing here, I always get this feeling of goosebumps and the smell and the ocean, and I just love this island. You know, and I love everything around it. So
last year when you were racing, you were pregnant.
Yeah.
And you knew that you were 11 weeks or so pregnant. Yeah. And did that change the way you raced?
I definitely had been consulting a doctor before the race just to hear if I could do anything wrong out there on race day. The only thing I was and had to be aware of was to hydrate properly. So I got a mechanical when I hit Harvey last year, and I was like, okay, this must be a sign. I was feeling awesome, great, and I'm sure that I could have matched one of my best results here if I had finished the race properly. But then I was like, okay, maybe there's a reason. So I actually decided just to finish the race. I ran with some of the girls out there. I crossed the finish line with Susie Cheatham, who had a bad day. So I just was trying to encourage the other girls to finish the race, and the same did I. So yeah, Marcus has already done his first Ironman.
Marcus has done an Ironman.
Yeah, he does.
Wow. Now, has his dad done an Ironman?
No, his dad hasn't done an Ironman. He has talked
I just thought I'd bring that up.
He has
Wait, so Marcus, who's 5 months old, has done an Ironman, and dad hasn't.
No. But his dad has had talked a lot about doing one. So he talked a lot of talk. Yeah, a lot of talk. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for Michelle Vesterby, always one of our favorites. Poncho Man, take us out.
Out tonight, lovers move, it'll make you feel alright. And breakfast with Bob and baby Marcus.
Baby Marcus, where's baby Marcus?
Baby Marcus, Poncho Man.